Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're getting into a classic, Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich.
Right. Specifically those foundational early chapters.
Yeah, we're looking at the preface, the introduction, and then desire and faith. Not about quick schemes, but really understanding the mindset Hill derived from, what, like 25 years of research?
Over 500 successful people. It's quite the study. The goal here is to pull out those first really crucial steps he identified.
Crucial steps towards riches, but not just money, right? It's about achieving goals, overcoming limits. That's our mission today.
Exactly, those core principles.
Okay, so let's jump right in with desire. Hill kicks off with Edwin C. Barnes. Pretty powerful story.
Very. His ambition wasn't just to get a job with Thomas Edison. It was a partnership he envisioned.
Yeah, he wanted to work with him. That's different. And he travels there how? On a freight train?
Blind baggage, yeah. No ticket, just pure determination. Shows incredible commitment from the get-go.
And Edison apparently noticed that, something in his expression.
That's what Hill writes. Edison saw that Barnes meant business, that he wouldn't be denied. It wasn't just wishful thinking.
And it wasn't instant success, was it? Barnes took a, well, pretty menial job first.
He did, cleaning floors or something similar. But he saw it as a way in, a chance to observe, to be ready. He just stayed there, persistent.
Until the opportunity with the Edison dictating machine came up, the sales team wasn't keen.
They weren't convinced. But Barnes, because he'd been there, because his desire was still burning, he saw the potential. He knew he could sell it.
And he did, which led to that famous contract made by Edison and installed by Barnes. Amazing.
It perfectly illustrates that initial intense desire churning into reality.
So how does this connect to Hill's, practical steps? Step one.
Okay, so Hill breaks it down. First, you fix in your mind the exact amount of money or the specific goal.
Yeah.
Be definite. No vagueness.
Right. Not just, I want to be rich.
Exactly. Then, determine precisely what you intend to give in return. Nothing's free. Third, establish a definite date for achieving it.
A deadline. Okay.
Fourth, create a definite plan. And crucially, begin at once, whether you feel ready or not. Start acting.
And the last parts are about reinforcement.
Yes. Write out a clear statement combining all those points, and then read it aloud twice daily, morning and night. As you read, you need to see, feel, and believe yourself already in possession of the goal.
That sounds like intense focus, kind of like burning your ships.
Precisely. That analogy, Hill uses the warrior destroying his boat so there's no retreat, only victory or perish. It forces commitment. Marshall Field rebuilding Chicago after the fire embodies that too.
Turning back. Okay, that's powerful. Then there's the persistence angle highlighted by that 3 feet from gold story. Ouch.
Yeah, that one stings, doesn't it?
Yeah.
R.U. Darby's uncle quits digging literally just before hitting a massive gold vein.
Because of temporary defeat. And the next guy?
The junk man who bought the equipment. He was smart. He got expert geological advice, drilled just 3 feet further, and struck it rich.
Wow. So the lesson is about sticking with it, obviously, but also maybe seeking expert counsel when you hit a wall.
Absolutely. Don't give up at the first sign of difficulty, and don't be afraid to get help. Darby himself learned this, right? He apparently became a top insurance salesman by remembering that gold mine lesson, never stopping just because someone said no.
And that connects to the other little anecdote, the child wanting 50 cents.
Yeah, the kid who just wouldn't give up asking Darby's uncle for the money. Just relentless, innocent, pure desire and persistence. Shows that no doesn't always mean no if the desire is strong enough.
Okay, so we have burning desire and we have persistence. What's the next pillar from these early chapters?
Faith. This is step 2, and Hill calls it the head chemist of the mind.
The head chemist. Okay, what does that mean practically?
It means faith is the element that, when mixed with your thoughts, gives them spiritual power, lets them connect with infinite intelligence, or what Hill calls the subconscious mind.
So faith makes the thoughts real to your subconscious.
Essentially, yes. Especially when blended with strong emotions, Hill highlights faith, love, and sex as the most powerful, positive emotions. Faith is described as a state of mind you can cultivate.
Cultivate how? Not just wishful thinking, I assume.
No, definitely not. It's induced or created by actively affirming or giving repeated instructions to your subconscious mind. He uses the term autosuggestion.
Like programming yourself.
Exactly. He even makes the analogy, maybe a bit starkly, that people become criminals through constant association with negative influences. The same principle applies positively. You feed your mind thoughts of faith and belief repeatedly.
So you need to emotionalize the thoughts. Feel them.
Yes, mixing thought with emotion, particularly faith, is key. Your subconscious responds most strongly to emotionally charged thoughts, whether they're positive or negative. You have to actively choose the positive.
And believe you've already achieved it. Act as if.
That's crucial. Acting as if you already possess what you desire reinforces that belief within your subconscious. Hill insists faith isn't passive, it's something you develop actively, voluntarily suggesting to your mind that you have faith.
And the big quote is,
Faith is the starting point of all accumulation of riches. It's foundational. Without that underlying belief, the desire and persistence might falter.
okay, so wrapping up these initial ideas, it starts with a really intense, specific, burning desire.
Absolutely essential.
Then comes unwavering persistence. Don't quit 3 feet from gold.
Right. Stick with it through the setbacks.
And underpinning it all is faith actively cultivating that belief that you can and will achieve your goal.
That's the core triad from these first chapters. Desire, faith, persistence.
So for everyone listening, it really makes you think, doesn't it? How intense is your desire? How strong is your faith and your willingness to persist?
Yeah, it's a personal inventory check, really.
And here's something to chew on. What if truly deeply embracing that unwavering belief that Faith Hill talks about, even when things look impossible, actually unlocks doors you can't even see right now? Something to consider. Thanks for taking the deep dive with us.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe for part 2.